Sitting at 2 million GP per hour and 50,000 agility XP per hour, the Wilderness Agility course is one of the best ways to stock up for wilderness content. Blighted food, potions, and alchables, everything you need to actually do Wilderness Slayer and Wilderness Bossing on an Ironman. The only hard requirement would be 82 magic for Ice Blitz, or ideally you'd have 94 for Ice Barrage. A fast way to get there is the Ice Plateau tablets. You can make them here on Lunar Isle at the Lectern. For the gear, you want 3 strong items that give you magic accuracy, magic defense, and range defense. The most important item in my setup is the Toxic Staff of the Dead. Now, as an Ironman, I understand this can be a tough item to get, but it's not 100% required. Now, in my setup, I'm bringing a Carol's Top, Torag's Legs, and a Crystal Shield. With Protect item on, these 4 items are safe. If I get smited, which shouldn't happen, I would lose the Torag's Legs. And if you're worried about that, bring, Rune Plate Legs or something like that. Everything else I'm going to lose on death. So the Mystic Boots, your God Cape, Ring of Shadows, Barrow's Gloves, Native's Knot, and the Glory. These are all buyable from shops or from Perdue and very easy to replace. The only tricky item might be the Ancient Ice Sacks. I get mine from Last Man Standing, but you can also get them from monsters in the Wilderness Slayer Cave or from Revenants. For settings, first make sure your PK skull prevention is always on. You never want to skull, and with this setting on, you won't skull under any circumstances. The other important setting is your left-click options on other players. You can set it to hidden or to right-click only. I have mine on hidden. This lets you spam click under your opponent right after you freeze them, and if they try to seed away, you can just click to where they seeded to and log out right after. Notice the difference in these 2 clips. In the first clip, I actually don't have my left click option set up correctly, so I have to panic and right click, walk under over and over, and this adds a lot of extra difficulty to the escape that really doesn't need to be there. Now, if you watch how easy it is when I just spam click in this clip, I have my attack options set up correctly in this clip, so I'm able to just spam click exactly where he seeds to, and I'm able to log out much easier. For plugins, number 1, Wilderness Player Alarm. This plugin gives you an alert when another player logs in, and it's really important for reacting quickly when someone shows up. Number 2, Wildy QoL. This shows info boxes when you get frozen, and how long that freeze is going to last. This helps you time exactly when you want to freeze your opponent. Ideally, you're going to try to freeze your opponent when you have only a couple seconds left on that timer. And lastly, even though it looks a little silly, large logout. It does what it says. It just makes your logout button huge, and after you get the freeze and do the step under, it makes it much easier to just click a larger logout button. Now, quickly on your user interface. I know this is preference for most people, but I find that the way I have my UI set up really improves my chances of surviving in the wilderness, and it improves my performance in the game in general, I find. You'll see I have my Mystic top and bottom at the top of my inventory, and if I navigate to my prayer window, I have my prayers at the top of my interface as well. And I've reordered my spellbook to put Ice Barrage to the top left as well. This puts everything I need to click into the same area and reduces how much my mouse has to move. Now when you see a PKer login, your first goal should be to get Protect from Magic up and get Augury on if you have it. And then you're going to run as quickly as you can to the dispenser area. Now the reason we're going to the dispenser area is because there's no skeletons there. So if we freeze another player and hide under them, we won't get hit by a skeleton and we'll actually be able to log out. It's really important to get to this area because it makes logging out so much easier. Now, once we're in this area, you'll want to watch your freeze timer. Around this time, you should probably be frozen, and you'll see this info box on the screen. Now, I'm waiting for this timer to get to about 3 or 2 seconds left, and that's when I'm going to switch to my Mystic top and bottom, and I'm going to try to freeze the opponent. Now, watch your opponent very carefully. If you have your settings set up like we did earlier, you can just click the exact tile that they seed to, and repeat as many times as they seed. And you should only have to do this 1 to 3 times before you can log out. And remember, there is a chance that they don't seed at all, and you could just log out like normal. Now, freeze logging is something that I use in almost every part of the wilderness. I always have a mage swap in my inventory, so I can always just freeze the PKer, stand under, and log out. And then at that point, you can just hop to a different world and run back to safety. Now, I know at first this might seem really difficult, but give it some practice, and before you know it, you'll be really comfortable with this technique. And once you get good at this, the wilderness in general just feels a whole lot safer, and I promise a lot more profitable. I really hope this video helped you. Enjoy all the loot, enjoy the XP, and have a good time. Thanks.